Hi, I'm Madeline Joan. Thank you so much for tuning in for your Written in the Stars tarot reading for June 2017. Yay! Happy summer! And not just happy summer, something exceptionally awesome is also happening this month. After 4 months of being in retrograde, the planet of good luck, fortune, and abundance and growth, Jupiter, is going direct on June 9th. Yay! This is absolutely a jazz hands moment, so if you're making fun of me, then you have not learned Jupiter's lesson. To have a little fun, all right? So while he was retrograde, Jupiter was kind of putting the brakes on, and because he's the planet of momentum and growth and things kind of like expanding exponentially, when he goes retrograde, it's because we might be putting the cart before the horse, or we might be tempted to run ahead of ourselves on a project or in a romance or in whatever way we may be thinking so big that it becomes like out of our depth. So Jupiter in retrograde gave us this chance to kind of like back up, like make sure we have everything right, make sure we're not like getting too big for our britches, to a point where things are going to become unwieldy. But now that he's going direct, it's like, yes, this is the big time. Like, that's a phrase that like Jupiter loves. Things are about to get bigger, your luck is about to increase, and that goes for everybody. And depending on what house he's in, he'll definitely be giving you an extra boost of luck. And if you want to know more about that, you can check out my blog, writteninthestars.co, to check out your personal horoscope. But you're here for a tarot reading, right? So I will stop what I'm doing and say my line, which is, without further ado, on to your reading. Hey, Aries. How are you doing? Glad to have you. Super excited to see what is going on for you in June 2017. I can't believe we're 6 months into the year. I know that is not an original observation, but ooh. But like, oh my God, right? I mean, am I alone in this? Let's see, how are we kicking off the month for you? Ooh, talk about kicking off. Okay. Okay. We're gonna wait and see where this is going, Aries. Aries, sun, moon, and rising. Aries, June 2017. What is the message for the highest good for Aries in June 2017? June. Heck, I left out for you before while I was meditating on you, that Knight of Wands, so we're going to keep an eye on him. Okay, Aries. Wow. Aries, June 2017. What does Aries need to know in June 2017? June. And Aries, you will see me turning these quote-unquote right side up. I don't read cards reversals as arbitrarily negative or muted. Since I'm an intuitive reader, I pay attention to what I feel and like see and receive from spirit. So I get questions and comments about that, so I'm sorry if you hear me say that every month. But for those who don't know, okay. And the other reason is really for your own efficacy. Like, can you look at, you know, these figures and receive what your own intuition is telling you, like, oh, this reminds me of this person, this evokes this emotion inside of me. You know, be your own tarot reader, Aries. You're a pioneer. You are your own person, so join me. Okay. Wow. Okay. Okay. Aries, June 2017. Alright, I'm just going to give these guys the center stage. Okay. Well, Aries, I don't need to sugarcoat it with you. You're an honest sign. It looks like you've kind of had your emotional ass kicked. You're coming into June feeling like something has completely shattered, or it's like, wow, what Spirit just said is like your expectations were shattered. So for some of you, that's going to manifest as like a breakup, or like something you thought was becoming something and it did not become. These are general readings, Aries, so I get a lot of messages, and so for some of you this is like romantic, for some of you it's professional. Even like eviction notices and things like that can come with the Tower. And yet, Like, you come in having your emotional ass kicked, but Spirit wants you to remember and reflect on everything that is so good about your life. Like this thing that did not go wrong, because again, they're coming back a lot to the emotional thing, the breakup or the severing of some kind of relationship, the shattering of an expectation. For some of you, it's even like, I can't handle how crazy things are becoming in the world. You know what I mean? It's like, oh my God, I'm reaching a tipping point where I just feel like everything's going nuts. That's what Spirit just said. But they want you to stop and not get caught up in the emotional free fall of that tower. Everything is about focus. And if you focus on this tower, this thing that has shattered in your life, and spend all your perspective, all your energy on this, in that free fall you will remain. And, you know, not in the cool Tom Petty way. It's like Spirit really wants you to remember and to look back and look around your life and note, look at all these wonderful things that I have. Look at all this that I have created and I've made for myself. And I find it very interesting that he's sitting next to the Hierophant in that same posture. And I feel that for some of you, you're able to fall back on an organization, a support network, like, and again, these are general readings, Aries. So it's like, for some of you, it's like going back to yoga class. For some of you, it's going back to the gym. Like, I mean, Aries, you know, you're into your fitness, you're into your physical body and accomplishments. And for some of you, it's like church. For some of you, it's, or temple, or some kind of religious service, because you need some kind of, you're feeling like a need for a little bit of solace. Even military for some of you, like that regimented lifestyle is doing you a service right now. No pun intended. Okay. So as much as I feel like you're grieving something, and like, again, because I don't want to sugarcoat and say that you don't, I don't want to bypass the grief and the anxiety and the fear that you feel this month. But truly, when I look at these two cards down here, which are, you know, obviously on first glance, you don't have to be a seasoned tarot reader to be like, I don't like that. I don't want to see that. And even this guy here, this Five of Wands, all three of these kind of negative cards are, they're also cards of, this is not going to kill you. The Five of Wands is like, yes, there's a fight. Yes, there's a conflict. Yes, there's people that you're having words with and you're not happy with, but no one's going to get hurt. You know, like, and when I say that, I mean, it's not going to go beyond like, ow, that hurts a bit. It's not going to put a lance through your heart. It's not the Three of Swords. And this Nine of Swords that looks so terrifying, it's like, that is anxiety. Some of you may even be having like anxiety attacks, or, you know, you wake up throughout the night over and over, Spirit is saying, like, troubled sleep, nightmares, and anxiety attacks. And again, Spirit is saying, you know, that's completely valid. They're not trying to invalidate your feelings when they say, please, like, sit back and breathe. And again, they're talking about focus. Like, where are you putting your focus? Are you putting your focus on the things that are not working? Take a look at this guy. He's looking down at these three cups turned over, empty. There's barren ground underneath him. Clearly whatever used to be there is gone, and he is totally mourning that. And again, like I said, Aries, valid. I'm not trying to tell you not to feel your feelings, because that's part of your healing. That's super important. But there's a difference between feeling your feelings and wallowing in your feelings. And this isn't typical for you, Aries, but that's what Spirit is saying here. And it's not a judgment. It's that they want your highest good. They want you to feel well. So for those of you who may be kind of bathing or wallowing in your grief right now, or just finding it really hard to pull out of that feeling, please notice that behind this guy, it's funny, they're almost obscured, and that's life, right? Sometimes it's hard to see the good things when these bad things are like, they have a way of swimming to the front of our consciousness. Pain brings consciousness, as they say. So if he would look behind him, when he's ready to pick his head up out of his hands, there are 2 full cups that are feeding this gorgeous vine. There are still very viable, positive, good things in your life, Aries, that are meant to be looked at. That's like a theme throughout your cards. And I'm spending quite a bit of time here just because that's important. It's important to address the negative stuff. I don't just want to be like, oh, everything is awesome in June, even though you have some awesome stuff, and we're right about to move on to that awesome stuff. This is probably not the best marketing tactic, right? I'm going to dive right into the depressing stuff. But Aries, I'm here to tell you the truth. So, okay. So grieve what you need to grieve. Please love yourself and address that anxiety. Don't blame yourself for it. Don't ignore it or suppress it or blame yourself for it. Breathe. I've read that, you know, deep breaths are important, but I've read that even breaths are even more important. So, you know, it's like breathe in, 1, 2, 3, 4, breathe out, 1, 2, 3, 4, you know, and in and out like that, or at whatever speed feels comfortable when you get into those moments where you just tighten up and certain thoughts start, you know, you start ruminating or obsessing, or you wake up in the night, like they said, and like you're not sure whether you should just get up and stomp around the house or try to lay back down. Breathe. Breathe through it, because there is an incredible change coming for you in June. And I do see it as a very positive change. There are new things coming into your life, new opportunities. A new vision is being born out of this calamity, Spirit just said about that Tower card, because that is no joke. But there is something gorgeous being born out of it. And isn't that, you know, that's life. Like out of the compost of this is something beautiful coming. I feel like a lot of you are moving. Here's this Knight of Wands, and I love that he immediately, like, he's sort of graduating into and looking at this King of Wands over here. And there's this Judgment right after that. So I feel like it's like, boom, you're growing, Aries. Like, this tough experience, this is like the definition of what doesn't kill you is making you stronger. You're becoming the master of yourself. The weight and pain of this is demanding that you step up and like basically it's kind of like Spirit is giving you heavier spiritual weights to lift, and that is making you a stronger person. You are going from a knight to a king, and you can be a female king, so you know that. Gender has nothing to do with like knights and kings and queens in tarot. You're making this commitment. This really important commitment in June. Some of you, it's like you're renewing your contract, or you're getting married, or you're getting divorced, or because Judgment is like the huge decisions. It's not, I'm switching like to Sanka. It's a Fast Times at Ridgemont High shout out actually, because nobody drinks Sanka, I don't think. But it's not like I'm switching from coffee to tea. It's like I am moving out of the state, out of the country. I'm leaving this person, I'm leaving this job, I'm having a child. It's a big commitment. It's a big commitment that you're making, and Spirit just said a lot of you, again, these are general readings, Aries, so if any of this is resonating and you would like a one-on-one, you can find me at the links below. I'd love to work with you. But they are saying that for some of you, it's a commitment to yourself. Like, okay, you know what? This and that has disappointed me or left me feeling cold or left or pushed aside in some way. I'm going to love me. I'm going to take care of me and commit to getting the life that I want. That's what I'm hearing for a lot of you is it's like, I'm going to build my life up around me, and then whatever else comes after that, cool. But I got to do my thing right now. It's so funny. They just gave me, for those of you who know Fleetwood Mac and Landslide, they just gave me that line, I've been afraid of changing, because I built my life around you, but time makes you bolder. Even children get older, and I'm getting older too. So a lot of y'all, again, moving, and if not geographically moving, moving up in terms of, okay, I understand, and I'm going to do this for me. Oof, that's heavy shit, Aries. That's good shit. It's good shit, but it's heavy shit. And here's what I feel. The result of you, wow, okay, Spirit was like, hold up, like, because I was going to move on to, like, this night down here that has me so excited, but they were like, no. You need to talk about all the invitations and offers and discussions and projects and initiatives that Aries is going to be fielding in June. So people are going to be sending you invitations and offers and like, hey, do you want to collaborate on this or do that? Let's go out. Let's go here. Do you want to do a business? It's a lot. And I feel like some of it you don't want at all. And some of it is going to be completely unwelcome. Like, and I kind of feel like that's what that 5 of Wands is for many of you. It's just like, ew, no, you're not the person that I wanted to talk to. Like, you're nothing but conflict and drama. So disconnect from that. But you do have this bold vision. And I feel for many of you, Aries, there's a water sign or somebody with a very watery disposition, i.e. emotional. The water signs are Cancer, Scorpio, oh my God, and Pisces. I'm so sorry. Like, what the hell? Astrological blockage. So if you know a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, or somebody who is just incredibly, the emotional depth of a water sign is like their hallmark. So somebody that just seems to, it's like, God, they're those people that when you look at them and they look at you, it feels like they're looking through you. Whoa, like they see everything. Like, whoa, and they're trying to really get to know you. Like this Knight of Cups wants intimacy. And I do feel that for a lot of you, it's romantic. So for some of you, this could be a current partner, and it's just like, oh my God, you know, dive in. Like, you guys need to take a weekend away, or, you know, you need to like set up a date or send them something really romantic because that's how they feel about you. Or you may be receiving gifts from this person, vice versa. Again, general readings, Aries. Like, I'm feeling both for some, like, for all the different ones of you. I think be open to this. That's what I feel. I feel be open to this. This person may not be completely emotionally mature. They can be a little, they're vulnerable and they're sweet and they're open, but they're young, you know, emotionally young, if not chronologically younger than you. Something really beautiful is coalescing is the word I want to use in June. And when I say something beautiful, I'm talking about, again, like I referred to earlier, your vision. Your self-mastery, going from the Knight to the King of Wands, that's leading you to create a new lifestyle, and a lifestyle like of your own vision. And that's powerful, Aries. That's like, fuck it, I'm doing it my way. And that is you all over. So okay, let's now do your Fiercely Focused spread, because I feel like, hey, why not let's get some action steps. That's a good place to stop and get some action steps. So how do I do it? How does Aries in June build their best life? What is the message, the theme, first off, for the highest good of Aries? Theme for the month of June. Wow, love it, love it, love it, love it. Wheel of Fortune, Aries. Things are changing, and things are changing for the better. The Wheel of Fortune is a twist of fate, and I find it really interesting that it's coming after the Tower, which is like also, which is the other, basically the other card for a surprising twist of fate, but the Tower is like, shit, some shit came down, things have been shattered. The Wheel of Fortune is like, oh, the wheel is turning. You have learned something, and one way or another, things are changing, and the path is shifting, the wheel is turning. Wheel and sky keep on turning, Aries. Oh my God, I can't with the old music references today. I love it. Spirit is also giving me the word balance. The 4 fixed signs are represented here. They're saying ground yourself, Aries. So again, they're telling me like the way that some of you are going to end up going back to the gym or back to yoga or back to some kind of organizational physical practice, that's going to ground you. So if you don't have such a practice, now would be a good time to get one, Aries. Even if it's just I go outside for a walk every single day for 15 or 20 minutes, kind of getting that natural connection is going to be good for you. We're not even doing the physical aspect yet, which we're right about to do, but that's what Spirit is saying with this to me also, is like you're going through a big change, so it's going to be important that you kind of have these practices that ground you and keep you solid. Things like routines. Again, things that ease that anxiety. Like, okay, maybe at 9 o'clock or whatever time is, an hour or two before you go to bed, like, okay, I'm going to pull out a book now. Like, I'm going to take a bath. I'm going to relax. But things are changing for the better. Things are moving. And you like that, Aries. You're ready for things to move. And you're learning. Like, my God, I'm looking at these guys. And Spirit is pulling me to the fact that they're all studying. I love it. Love it, Aries. You're learning. You're moving up. So your good luck is attributed to you. Okay. So, woo! Alrighty. It's ready to go. So this card is for the physical aspect of your life. What you need to do for your highest good, what you need to know most about when it comes to money, career, professional stuff in the month of June. Wow, Page of Pentacles. That's so funny. Okay, so they were drawing me to them studying, and Page of Pentacles is very much like be the student. Learn what it is you need to know. Sow the seed and take care of it, Aries, and it will grow and it will multiply. Like, wow, they are giving me such a good feeling about this. It's like the twist of fate. Again, the change, the positive change, the momentum. It's like seize upon this energy that is catalyzing you to change. Even if it was a tower that shattered, like let it be that it set you free. Even if it sucks. Feel your grief, but let it be like, okay, this was for me. How was this for me? Ask yourself good questions like that, Aries. Not like, oh, why did this happen to me? But why is this good for me? What is this doing for me, not to me, okay? Because, wow, you have the potential to make something amazing. Sow that seed, learn, go online, research, do whatever you got to do to be like, well, I want to go back to school, or I want to learn how to meal prep. You know what I mean? Like, it's invest in yourself. Invest in your education. Learn about this thing that you are inspired to learn about. Because again, general readings, Aries, but you each have some idea, some seed of an idea, and it is time. It's time to learn. It's time to grow it. It's time to invest in it. Okay. So now we're going to look at the mental sphere for you, Aries. What you're thinking, talking, hearing about in June. What can you do or know? Wow. Okay. In June. Okay, Knight of Swords. You're an honest sign, Aries. I don't have to tell you to tell the truth and be bold. I feel like for some of you, you're going to receive a tactless message or kind of just an inconveniently timed message. Like, what? Really? Right now? Oh, damn it. Like, and oh, wow, they just said for some of you, it's like your mother-in-law is coming to stay that weekend. And you're just like, really? In like 2 days she's coming? Mother of pearl. Like, I'm trying to be kind to those of you who don't like the cussing. I'm sorry. I could turn her in blue. And some of you are going to be delivering the message. Like, hey, you need to wash your fucking dishes. Like, roommate situation. That's what they just said for some of you. So it's I kind of feel like some of you are definitely going to be kind of drawing a line in the sand, and others of you will have that line drawn for you. Again, Spirit is giving me the sense, it's like I just said, there's a line drawn, and they draw my eye to this grid here. And it's like, even that is working for you. Even that is working in your favor. So whether you're delivering the message or receiving it, take the line drawn as like, fine, cool, this is my boundary. I can work with that. And then do what you got to do. Leave it, none of your business, cool, bye. Okay. Yeah, Spirit is saying, like, don't take it personally, basically. And if you're the one delivering the messages, don't make it personal. Okay? Okay. Wow. Jeez. Okay. Well, dang it. Okay. I've had no time to introduce each of these to you, Aries. Again, perfect for your sign, though. So this is the card for what you will be feeling. What's in your heart? What do you need to know about your emotional life and your feelings when in the month of June? Okay. Okay, it's very related. It's not the same, but it's very related to the card that you had before, of the guy looking down at the empty cups, and there's the full cups behind him. Don't be so dejected by this turn of events, Aries, that you miss out on something gorgeous that's floating right in front of you and being handed to you. Don't spend so much time looking down here at your empty cups that you're asleep when, you know, God, the universe, spirit floats in to give you, hey, here's a beautiful new cup that you want. And look at the weather in this card. It's like it's such a beautiful day and he can't even enjoy it. So don't isolate yourself and don't have such a gloom and doom vision of life, Aries. That's not in your nature. Things are picking up. Again, Spirit said you were going to get some offers in June, and that looks like a pretty beautiful offer to me, straight from the hand of God. So keep your eyes open, Aries. Be open, open your arms as well. It's like, look at that body language. If you want something, open your arms, open your eyes. It's coming, but you'll have to have your arms and eyes open. Okay, and finally, what is lighting you up in June? What is setting your creative, spiritual, energetic, your spirit on fire? What is activating you in June? You need to know for your highest good. What step can you take? What information you best need to know? Wow. So many people here. So many messengers. So Spirit just said these messengers are related to this cup. So for some of you, it's like, listen to the person who is telling you, hey, why don't we try this? Hey, why don't you try this? It's been a while. Why don't you do this? There's somebody offering you optimistic but good advice. And it's funny, Spirit just drew me back to the Wheel of Fortune and said, remember to be grounded, but listen to the inspiration, Aries. These people, there are people, like Spirit just said, strategically being placed in your life in June to call you in the right directions when you're feeling a little bit dejected. So the way they said keep your arms and your eyes open, also keep your ears open. Whether you're getting an email, whether you get a call or a text, or a friend comes and knocks on your door, there's somebody coming to help draw you down the right path and help you and inspire you. I think things are taking a good turn by the end of June. I think it's a little rough because you're letting something go and you're cutting old cords and drawing new boundaries. But the change is good. The Wheel of Fortune coming after that tower tells me, like, everything I need to know about the fact that this is for you, not against you. I think it's going to be... You're going to have moved by the end of June. Even for those of you who are not geographically moving, you will feel like you're in a different place by the end of June. Thank you so much for listening, Aries. I really appreciate it, and I would love to hear from you. So whether it's in the comments below or you find me on social media, which is all linked in the description, I would love to hear what you think. If this is already resonating in your life, if it makes any sense. Love to hear what you think. Thanks again, Aries, and I hope I see you in July. Bye-bye.